What is going to happen? Like, is PSG ever going to reload? Are they ever going to spend those, oil money again? Or are they just going to fade along with the rest of the table?
I'm curious to see if this team has learned that you can't just buy a bunch of star-powered players and then expect the team to play well. We definitely talk about PSG off the air. On the air, I'm not sure how many times we've mentioned kind of the flawed nature of that messing Neymar and Mbappe thing. Like, you're not going to have the ball for 100% of the match. And at those points in those players' careers and with their personality types, they are not doing anything when PSG doesn't have the ball, and that causes huge problems. So I think in a lot of ways, some of PSG's signings this year, or maybe lack of signings this year, demonstrated that they're looking to build more coherent teams. And even though they finished second in their group in the Champions League, their expected results were by far and away first in what was easily the toughest group in the Champions League this year. I mean, we mentioned before that they absolutely dog-walked Newcastle, I think 2 or 3 weeks ago, whenever they played. And I like Luis Enrique as a good manager. I think Dembele is really good. I think when we talk about Ousmane Dembele's career, it's just been derailed by injuries, a weird time at Barcelona. Like, he is a very talented football player. Like, he is very good. Mbappe, especially in this league, is still great, but we kind of forget about him because we don't see him week to week. And the only problem when you talk about PSG is, like, the French league hasn't mattered to them in forever. It's always been the Champions League, right, Toby? That's all PSG has cared about with this new ownership group is, like, Ligue 1 was an afterthought. When are you going to win the Champions League, right?
Yeah, but this is their chance to separate in Ligue 1, right? Because they're in between Champions League stages now. They've wrapped up the group stage. They've qualified again. The knockout rounds won't begin for a few months. And this is where they pile on points to make sure that when those Champions League games come up, they can get full priority and not have the embarrassment of losing the league.